Hi, I'm Chris Berry, Director of Communications at Florida TaxWatch, and I'm here today to talk about Amendment 2 on the 2018 Florida ballot. Amendment 2 deals with the current 10% cap on non-homestead property assessments. So for a bit of background, a homestead property is one where the owner of the home lives in the home, and it's their primary residence. A non-homestead property then is everything else. Residential rental property, all commercial property, undeveloped lot down by the lake, basically anything that isn't the owner's primary residence. Florida voters in 2008 put in place several permanent tax reductions or exemptions, and one non-permanent provision, this 10% cap for non-homestead property assessments, which is set to expire in January 2019. In case you're new to property tax assessments, each year your local property appraiser determines the value of each property in your county. These values then determine what the tax liability for that property will be for the coming year. Voters in Florida have over time put a variety of exemptions and annual caps into the state constitution to lessen the taxable value of certain types of property. So the Save Our Homes Amendment in 1992 put in place a 3% annual cap on how much the assessed value of a homestead property can increase, which has helped keep property taxes fairly steady for homeowners. Commercial and non-homestead residential property, though, does not enjoy the same exemptions, but it does have this 10% cap on the increase in annual assessments, which must be renewed this year. So passing Amendment 2 on this year's ballot would make this 10% cap permanent. Now, if the amendment fails to pass, all non-homestead property would be assessed at its full value beginning in January 2019, and the potential tax increase on renters and businesses in every corner of Florida could be nearly $700 million per year beginning this January. So passing this amendment is important for everyone. If you rent your home or apartment, shop at any business, own or work for a business, this cap affects you directly. Florida has been very generous to homestead property owners, which has created the system where a sizable portion of the state's property tax burden is shouldered by renters and commercial users. The 10% cap on non-homestead assessments needs to be made permanent. The resulting tax increase, if it's allowed to expire, will raise rent for millions of Floridians and increase the cost of business for everyone. So Florida TaxWatch strongly recommends voting yes on Amendment 2.